Oh, what's going on, dude?
With what?
I don't know.
That Bailey's, huh?
They Bailey's, I'll tell you.
So anyway, he comes in.
Yeah.
Look what I got here. You're gonna not believe this. The bargain I got on this newfangled screwdriving device here.
Really?
You know how all them powered screwdrivers, you gotta flip the switch to make it go one way, flip it to make it go the other way.
Right.
This one ain't got no switches on it, Tim. It don't need no recharging. There ain't no holes. You can drop this in the water. It'll still work. You can't do that with one of them regular screwdrivers. You drop one of them plug-in screwdrivers in the water, probably ain't gonna work no more.
Deep fried.
This here, Tim, you can turn this either way without pushing a button. You can screw it in, you can unscrew it. No wires. No wires. And you can do other stuff with it too. You can you can open up beer bottles with this here. You can bang on stuff with it. You can do all kinds of stuff too. Now see, this only a feller sold me this, and I got a small one too. Only cost me $150. And at first I thought that's a little expensive.
What
But
are
he
they made
said,
out of? What are they made? What in the heck are they made out of?
first let's see what he said was you ain't never have to charge this. You don't have to replace the batteries.
Sounds like a great deal to me.
Why don't more people have these here non-chargeable, no charge needed? I don't know how they make it. See, because you ain't got to charge it. It still works without electricity. It's crazy. So the point would be,
yeah.
you used to be like,
Wow.
You're like, no, you're not like, wow. You're like, that's just a screwdriver. You got ripped off. You paid $150 for a $5 screwdriver. No, you don't understand. I don't think you understand. See, this ain't no regular screwdriver, Tim. See, he's got the whole thing reversed. He thinks the plug-in one is the regular one. That came first. This is some invention that came later, which nobody had thought of yet. And this one, you don't have to charge it. You don't have to plug it in. It works in both directions without a switch.
Really simple.
And you can drop it, run it over with your car. You can drop it in the water. Virtually indestructible, Tim. He says it comes with a lifetime warranty. Never wears out. I didn't say say it's like, well, no, that's a regular screwdriver. No, this ain't no regular. This here's the Millennium. He told me this here's the Millennium. No, you don't understand. What I'm trying to tell you is, this is just a screwdriver. I know it's a newfangled Millennium screwdriver. And he'd say, no, it's just a screwdriver.
It's just a screwdriver.
You can go to the store and get anything. Well, yeah, they're all over the stores now. Everybody's got them, but they're expensive, $150. I'll never have to buy another one. Look at this here screwdriver. I don't never have to buy another screwdriver. It's indestructible. So you can look at it. You can bang on stuff with it, throw it around, run it over with your car. Nothing bothers it. You can set it on fire. So what? Indestructible screwdriver. $150. That's a bargain. You know how many of them there rechargeable electric screwdrivers a person might buy in their lifetime if they got a lot of stuff they need to screw or unscrew? Could cost them with batteries and then plug inners and electricity could cost them $1,000 in the lifetime. $150. This will never go bad. I sure got you one, but I just didn't have the money. I figured you would probably jump at the chance to get one of these here. I'm probably the first person on the block who's got one of these here. These here.
The last one.
These here Millennium screwdrivers. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's distinctive. People come in there and say, hey, your screwdriver ain't got no cord sticking out of it. I'll say, that's right. This here is a Millennium screwdriver. Oh, no. I didn't get this at no hardware store. There's a feller that sells newspapers down the block, and he had these on the side there. And he said he had a sign on him. He didn't want just anybody buying him. He said, because he wants a discerning customer like Psychic Bob.
Yeah.
Somebody who knows what's going on. See, I got this spooky psychic that's going on, Tim. I know exactly what's going on.
You sound like you're a knowledgeable individual on this.
Well, yeah, I just, I've turned a few screws in my time, Tim. You know what I'm saying? So I walk up to this fella and I say, let me get that there, let me get that National Enquirer. I like to read the National Enquirer because
it must be a highly stimulating paper.
Well, inquiring minds want to know, Tim. Inquiring minds want to know. And Psychic Bob, sometimes I need to know, because you're probably wondering, well, if you're psychic, why you need that there paper? Well, it's one of them things, Tim. I'll tell you about another time. Anyway,
back to your screwdriver.
So he says to me, he says, normally I put a sign on these here screwdrivers that they're only worth $5 because I don't want everybody rushing up and buying them out because they really $150. He goes, if I put a sign on it that says $150, I sell them all immediately, and then the people who really need them, like you, sir, he called me sir.
Yeah, oh, hey, he must be a highly distinguished individual.
Oh yeah, he told me he got the certification. He got the screwdriver certification from the American Screwdriver Association. Very impressive credentials, I told him.
Yeah, I would agree.
Very
The
impressive.
American Screwdriver Association sounds highly esteemed.
Yeah, it is. It is very, very highly esteeming.
They probably screwed a lot. They probably screwed a lot of things in their time.
Well, that's what a fella told me. He said he's an expert in screwing. And I said, you know, that sounds really good.
Did they have any other types of screwdrivers?
Oh, we had another one. They got the Phillips.
Oh, yeah.
He said it was invented by a man named Mr. Phillips. And it's smaller than this one. And it's got them, you know.
Little indentations.
He said one other going to fit. It's
said,
amazing.
Were they good for screwing too?
Apparently, yeah. And you know what? I got home. As soon as I got home, I couldn't wait to try it out. I took all the wall plate, you know, the light switches?
Yeah.
I took all the wall plates off the light switches, like that one over there. And then I put them back on, Jim. And so what I did was, you know how I did it when I put them back on?
How'd you do it?
I just turned the screwdriver in the other direction.
Oh, wow. What did you do?
Don't need no switch. Ain't got no wire. People come over to my house, they're gonna say, Psychic Bob, where'd you get that screwdriver? What is that screwdriver? How does that work? And they're going to say, what is it? Got a built-in? No, we ain't got no battery. You just turn it with your hand like this. Weep, 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 weep. I make that sound when I'm screwing.
Yeah.
Weep, weep. If I go the other way, I go loop, 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 loop.
Weep, weep, loop, loop.
Yeah, I like to make them sounds.
A weep, weep, and a whoop, whoop.
So, you know, when I saw him, my spooky psychicness started tingling.
Who was he?
Why? There's this fella that's selling newspapers, and he says, I'm going to let you have these screwdrivers for $150. And he said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll throw in that little one. No extra charge. Normally, it's an extra $75 for that little one. It's even smaller than this one, Tim, and it still works. And the same thing. Don't need no battery. Don't got to plug it in. You run it over, set it on fire, blow it up, whatever. Don't matter.
It still works?
It still screws. It still does.
It still screws?
This way, that way. It's amazing.
Oh, in, out, in, out,
See,
in, out.
I was going to get one for you, but, you know.
I do all my own screwing.
That's what I figured.